Across the U.S. continue to deal with surging new cases of COVID-19 fueled by the Omicron variant. Now the nation's top health experts are saying that everyone is going to be exposed or get Omicron at some point.
The host of CBS's Face the Nation, Margaret Brennan, joins us live now from Washington, D.C. So, Margaret, we understand that you'll have former FDA Commissioner Dr. Scott Gottlieb on the show this Sunday. So what are experts telling you right now? Are we relying too much on vaccines to get us through this pandemic?
Well, the challenge with relying on vaccines and boosters is that not all the public is getting them, and some of the public isn't eligible for them. I'm the mother of small children. I know anyone under 4 can't get a shot right now. So when we are in the midst of this, it is the clear communication on what works that many would say is not being provided here. The CDC continues to give some murky recommendations. They are expected to be more clear in their recommendation that you need a high quality mask. A cloth one will not protect you against an aerosol-borne virus. We also know the administration, as of January 19th, will begin shipping out to American families who ask for it at least 4 at-home COVID tests at a cost of about $4 billion to the taxpayer. And this is the key for the Biden administration, they say at least, to keeping schools open and the economy open so that people can test and know whether they are passing along the virus or not.
Margaret, holy smokes, I don't have to tell you, it has been a busy week for the Biden administration. Omicron is raging, voting rights legislation apparently dead. Inflation continues its upward rise. What in the world is the path forward for the White House on this Friday?
The only way forward is through, and for President Biden, this is definitely not how he expected or wanted to end his first year in office. We are coming up on that anniversary, and right now his approval rating is hovering in the 40s. We're going to have the latest CBS News polling data on that and the challenges facing the administration to ask the question of whether the public thinks he's delivering on his campaign promises. But make no mistake, this is a tough set of problems. We knew that at the beginning of the administration, and certainly the Omicron surge is adding to it with the start-stop on jobs and hiring, with the inflation that continues to trouble so many Americans who see their paychecks get stretched thinner and thinner by the continued rise in prices. So we're going to talk about all of these things on Sunday with the top Democratic Senator Tim Kaine and ask him why the administration is spending some of their political capital on things that are losing battles like voting rights, where the president doesn't have the support of his own party to move ahead with a change in rules in order to enact 2 new laws.
All right, let's end with some international news here while we have you. Ukraine woke up to a massive cyber attack. The Ukrainian ambassador told you that if Russia does decide on a full invasion, we can expect even more of these cyber attacks. What's the latest on this? Has the White House responded, do we know?
Well, the White House has declassified U.S. intelligence that shows 2 things. One is that Russia has pre-positioned fighters inside of Ukraine to stage a false flag operation, to stage an event that would allow them to then say they have no choice but to invade. They're also carrying out information warfare, really spreading disinformation, also carrying out cyber attacks. The Ukrainian government has said they have seen a massive hacking of about 70 government websites overnight. And as you mentioned, the Ukrainian ambassador told me right before that hacking happened that these are the kind of indications, cyber hacks, disinformation, that they expect to spike before Russia actually rolls in the tanks. The White House is expecting an actual invasion to take place between mid-January and mid-February if Vladimir Putin decides to ultimately go ahead with this. And that's another bit of bad news for the Biden administration this week. They spent a week pushing for diplomacy to change Putin's mind, and so far he has kept his forces where they are, right along the Ukrainian border.
Margaret, always great to see you on a Friday afternoon. Thank you for your time. And of course, we'll be watching Face the Nation as we do each week this Sunday morning right here on Channel 6.